Good evening, everyone. I'm Keish Latterly, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight. Topping the news tonight, tourism officials are celebrating the complimentary assessments of tourism and travel agencies, along with tourism numbers, which they say continue to be cause for optimism. Today, Tourism Director General Joy Jibrilu told reporters how the industry is faring and what's being done to ensure it stays on top. From Ragged Island sunsets to Rumkey fishing, tourism is pushing the personality and bestowing a brand on each jewel in the chain of islands with a special poster launch. It's their latest initiative to keep the Bahamas still ranked #1 according to the Caribbean Tourism Quality Index Renaissance Report, moving up.
Among the top 10 Caribbean countries in culture, entertainment, culinary, and adventure, and leapfrogged Jamaica to claim the #4 spot in absolute rankings. The Bahamas ranks #1 out of all English-speaking countries in the region. The Bahamas attracts the second highest number of visitors to the Caribbean, and that's the English-speaking Caribbean, and ranks first overall for food and drink experiences. The report notes the development in the hotel sector still continues, despite Bahamas' delay in opening.
The World Travel and Tourism Council's 2015 report indicates tourism handed the Bahamas more than $400 million, or 46.9% of GDP, and that's forecast to rise by 2.6% this year.
Bahamas registered an increase of 2.2% over the same period last year. In the first quarter of 2015, our air arrival numbers were at 375,962. Between January and March of this year, we received a little over 10,000 more air visitors, or a total of 384,324 for the first quarter of 2016. As we look back at the comparison in spend between air and cruise visitors, we see that we are going in the right direction.
And air arrivals will move to even greater heights with the introduction of direct flights from Marsh Harbor and North Eleuthera to Atlanta on Delta, an upgrade of 4 weekly flights between London and Nassau, new Silver Airways flights to Nassau from West Palm Beach, Tampa, Jacksonville, and Naples, Florida, and Sunwings flights to Grand Bahama in the winter from multiple gateways in Canada. Whether on land or sea, tourism officials say the industry isn't just holding its own, but continues to be an out-of-this-world experience for prospective visitors who, through partners like Expedia, Hotels.com, and Orbitz, continue to seek out the Bahamas experience. Not the least of which is astronaut Scott Kelly, who shared a tweet from space with his daughters.
To have shared in something that was so special to him that he wanted to share with his daughters. So he will be spending some time in Nassau, but we are sending him to Exuma to experience the beauty of the Keys and the beauty of the waters of Exuma, which is what he kept targeting from space.
So whatever the fancy of tourists, tourism officials say they'll make sure they have lots of options to wade through years into the future.